Good morning and happy Monday. I want to go over one simple thing that I like to review in the morning before I get my day started. I like to look at everybody's profile, look at everybody's notes, and find these typical trends that are always showing up within someone's muscle system. Sometimes it's one thing, sometimes it's two, and three or even more. But I like to try to, a key number for me is try to keep it at least three and under. It's been very helpful for me. And the term I want to look for is like, what's their key lesion? Now, this is not a term I've come up with. This is not a term that Greg Mack from Exercise Pro Ed have come up with. This is a medical term, but we're going to change the definition a little bit about how we use a key lesion that's going to help you or people that are coming in later on today that I'm going to help with their muscle system for whatever it is, that their pain, tightness, this movement problem, or performance issue that they've been dealing with for a long time that no one's been able to solve. The key lesion, from our understanding and our body view as a muscle system specialist, is the primary stressor in the muscle system that most strongly limits the body's ability to organize and respond to load, and therefore drives compensations, protective tone, and altered movement strategies elsewhere. Here's another way to say it. It's the bottleneck of the system, the place where force, information, or coordination breaks down first under stress. Here's the big nuance. It's very important. I want you to understand. It may not be where the pain is. It may not be where the injury happened. It reveals itself only when the system is challenged under load, not necessarily at rest, and certainly not when you're performing a full body movement like a golf swing or a baseball pitch or a baseball swing. There's too much going on. Okay, here's why getting close to that. Remember I said that the three and under, right? Is there one area that's stressor? Is there two? Is there three? Sometimes I have people that just have one, and then there's a second one that kind of reveals itself, and then that one might be the primary stressor, or they play back and forth against each other. And you have to understand their history, their lifestyle, what they do over time. What if they're an athlete, and let's talk about baseball pitching, right? What are they constantly using under load during that pitch, or golf swing? Again, what are they doing? And here's the big differentiation when it comes to understanding someone's key lesion. Once you have their muscle system profile built out, it explains their response, their responsiveness over time. Because when we apply a perturbation, right, this test of that we call the Qualitative Manual Assessment of Motor Control, or QMAMC. I know it's a big acronym. We're working on it. It's a lot like SHIELD, because we know that a healthy system can adapt. A compensated system protects, and a stressed system will shut down, will stiffen, and it'll reroute and come up with a new strategy to go back to where it was. This key lesion will tell me how much stress the system can tolerate before it chooses protection over adaptation. It's a really hard window to finding that sweet spot, that Goldilocks zone. All right, I know that's a lot. Think about that. Key lesion, compensation, adaptation, what the stress, what happens where you respond under stress. Will it go back to protection? Will it go to an adaptation? How do you find that sweet spot? And then how do we manage that sweet spot, that responsiveness over time? That's why two people can do the same exercise and respond completely differently. Okay, I got to go back to looking at these profiles. I hope you enjoy that.